I'm back. Okay, let's start off with some primer on the lids. I'm just going to spread this out. This is the e.l.f. lid primer. And as you can tell, mine's drying out a little bit, but that's okay. Then I'm gonna go in to the Wet n Wild, this little Wet n Wild palette that I have here, and I'm just gonna go in to this little this light champagne-y color and put it right on my lid. This is not a look that's very dramatic whatsoever. This is like barely any eyeshadow. I just want it to look a little bit like a little bit of a little glow, not much, just to give my lids just a little bit of glow and evenness. So I'm going to take those two shades there with the blending brush and then just go above that first shade that I placed, the shimmer one, and I'm going to go all the way up into my eyebrow bone. And then going into this Believe Beauty, this little shade right here, I'm going to use my finger and dab it in that same spot on the lid where I placed that first shade. I use this one because it has a little bit more of a glow to it than the first shade. So just using my fingers and just pat that in, and then I'll go in with that brush that I used to blend and just go back and forth. And then I'm going to do some color correcting with this Wet n Wild color wheel, and right here in this area where I have the purple, I'm going to place a little bit of that yellow. Okay, and this yellow is going to cancel out that purple under my eyes. And then I'm going to take some of the green and I'm going to put that on the areas where I have a little bit of redness. And as you can see, I'm not putting this on like super heavy to where you're going to be able to like see it once I put like my concealer on top of it. This is just to tone down that redness that I have. And I'll take it, these are the areas that I usually struggle with redness. And I'll just, with my little brush, and I'll just tap it. Okay, now I'm going to go into the concealers, and these are the concealers I'll be using. One will be just to even out my skin tone, and then the other one will be to brighten it up. Right now this is the 16-hour wear, I believe, the HD. And this is the e.l.f. Beauty Sponge, also one of the e.l.f. Beauty Sponges, and I really like this one. So it's damp, and I'll just tap that concealer in, and I'm just gonna focus in the center of my face with this. I'm not gonna do foundation all over my face. This is just kind of like a light makeup day thing. I will be popping some lashes on, so it'll be like a little bit more, you know, a little bit more cute. But it's just really light makeup. For me, this is light because a full face of makeup is a lot of foundation. So just the areas where I have discoloration, I'll just place that concealer and I'll just blend it out. And as you can tell, like, this concealer matches really good with my natural skin tone. So any discoloration that I have, it's really good at evening out with the rest of my face. And then I'll use this e.l.f. Concealer. Also, this is the camo concealer, and this is lighter, and I'm gonna use this one to brighten up my under eyes because I love the bright under eye look. I also use it in the bridge of my nose and my chin area, and a little bit just like on the center of my forehead. And I'll just tap away with my damp e.l.f. sponge, which I really love this sponge, and I really recommend it. So you guys should totally try that out if you haven't already. Okay, now using my Airspun with that same damp beauty sponge, I'm going to set the concealer that I placed under my eyes and my chin and my nose nose and my forehead, everywhere I place the concealer, I'm going to set that with my airspun powder. So setting that really good, just tapping it really good in that powder. Then I'm going to take some of the Fit Me powder. This is the shade 220. So it's the same color of my skin. It's not translucent. So I'm going to place a little bit of that in some of the areas on my face where I just want a little bit more color or more coverage. It's not like a full coverage powder, but it just, you know, it makes everything look really good together. Then with my eyebrows, I'm using also the e.l.f. eyebrow pencils. This is one of them that I'm using right now. I really like these. The colors really match my natural eyebrow, so I don't have like a hard time like matching my eyebrow with these pencils, and they're really easy to use and they stay in place. Now I'm just cleaning up the edges, and sometimes it's really hard to get my brows like matching, but I just, you know, I'm just giving into the fact that your brows naturally are not identical. At least mine aren't. So, you know, if I get them matching really well, good for me. If I don't, oh well. And then this is also the e.l.f. clear eyebrow gel, and I love this. I'm combing my hairs up because I just want kind of like that messy, bushy brow a little bit. And these are the lashes that I'm going to be using. These are the Salon Perfect clusters with my black tone duo glue. And I love these lashes because they have the clear band, so you can't see it. So it's like seamless almost. I'll curl my lashes a little bit before I put my lashes on. I'll curl them a little bit, and then I'll place some mascara on. And this is the Urban Decay Perversion. I like this mascara for an everyday look. It's not waterproof, so it'll wash off easy. And I like it because it's really black. I mean, as you can tell, my lashes are so tiny. That's why I use false lashes a lot. And you can see right here, this band is clear. So it's like all little clusters is all you're gonna like see. And here I'm just placing it in the middle. I like placing it in the middle, and then I'll stick the ends. And I like going like really close to the base of my natural eyelash. Try to get as close as I can there. It's still stuck to my skin, but it's on my eyelashes, my own eyelashes. And I like these tweezers because they're flat, and then they're flat, and then they have like that flat edge also. And they're really good to just squeeze them together. I like to squeeze at the base, my lash, and the falsie. And that gives it that like seamless, like almost seems that it's your lash. Like it doesn't even, you can't even tell that it's fake. And again, I place it in the middle, and then I'll stick the ends. And lashes, I think lashes are like eyebrows. Sometimes they're really easy, and then sometimes they're really hard. I guess it just depends on the day that you're having. Okay, now I'm going to lightly dust some bronzer on my face. I'm gonna go just a little bit under my cheekbones, and just really blend that into like my hairline. I'm gonna go also up on my forehead just to give my face a little bit more dimension. I don't want to look like just plain one shade on my face. And then I'll contour my nose a little bit because my nose is a little bit wider than I would like, and contouring that, the shading on the sides, I think it really makes my nose not look as wide. Now, taking my big fan brush, I'm just going to buff out that bronzer all over my face. And then I'm going to use this MAC lip balm. It has a little bit of color, a little bit of gloss, perfect for this look, nothing dramatic. And with this, the look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Come back for the next one soon.